YouTube friends. So I know this video might seem a little bit random to you as I've never mentioned anything on the topic before ever in my entire experience on YouTube. But as you can see from the title, this is going to be a video on how to hide your body piercings. This can be applied to any piercing that you might acquire. And I know it's definitely a problem for me. I have all these facial piercings, but I work at a supermarket where you're not allowed to have any facial piercings. So obviously I need a way to hide them, and also I have to tie my hair up and I have my ears pierced as well. I'm wearing some jewellery already. This is how I'm going to show you how to hide it anyway. Basically there's this thing called bioplast jewellery, and you can see the outlines of what I'm going to show you in the packets. And it's basically just clear jewellery, and you're going to say to me like, oh, I've heard of this before, but honestly it works so well. And if you're gonna, you know, if you're thinking about getting a piercing or you've already got one, it's so worth the money. You should all look on bodyjewelryshop.com, and I'm going to link it in the down bar, so that's where to go. And that's where I got all of my jewellery from. And you just want to go on Bioflex jewellery, and then you can click on the gauge of the jewellery that you want that would fit your jewellery. And if you're not sure of what gauge your jewellery is, I recommend going back to your piercer and asking them, because they usually have measuring tools that can measure how big your piercing is. So basically I'll show you the different types of Bioflex you can get and where you put them. It's not expensive at all. In fact, it's really inexpensive considering what it is, and I never get told off. And this would be good for hiding it at school. I'm not going to tell you to hide it from your parents, but I mean, if you were going to hide piercings from your parents, I suppose this would be a good way of doing it, because it really, you can't see it. You really just can't see it, especially if you're talking to someone. Like, a lot of you may not have known I even have piercings. I mean, I wear my septum out all the time, but I actually don't wear my body jewellery because it's a lot of effort for me to put it all, like change it all, because I work 3 days a week, so it just gets quite annoying. But I'm not working this week, so I thought I'd put it all in, and I thought it'd be a good opportunity to show you my jewellery. So the first one is a nose bar. I don't know if you can see this. I don't know if it'll focus either. But yeah, it's just like a regular nose bar, and the top is not like a lot of other retainers where it's flat. It's like, it's just really small, and it's sort of, oh, I really can't show you, but it just kind of like sits in your piercing. Won't fall out if you get the right size. And I'll show you how that looks. It's just like any other nose jewellery, so I'm just going to take my ring out. Yeah, and you'll see the difference between each side. So that's the side with a bar in it, and then this will be the side with the nose, the clear nose jewellery in it. So let me just adjust that. There. And this is kind of long for my nose. I have a really small nose, so it's kind of long, but as you can see, it's just a little circle. And I've also got quite big holes in my nose, so it's quite prominent, but I mean, just looking at me from here, can't see it at all. And that applies for all of it. So that's the nose jewellery. Let me just put the other one there, because I have both sides of my nose pierced. I have one for my lip as well. And what's really cool about the lip jewellery, and you could get these for your nose as well, is that basically it's like a clear tube, and then you put basically it's a tube. Instead of like screwing the ball on, it's like you push the ball in. So it's a clear tube, and then you just pull the top off. And so I've got the top here and the tube here, and I'm sorry this is really out of focus, I apologise for that. But yeah, so I'm not going to take all this out because it's a lot of effort, but you pop it in, and then it's like a line, and you just pop the top on like so, and it's just a bar like that. And this is really secure, it stays in. And if you get one that's a good length, like with this, it's really good because you can, if you buy one that's too long, I would recommend buying one that you know is going to be a bit too long, and then cut it down, and then you can cut it to the perfect size where it lies flush with your skin. So yeah, what's really cool about this though is, instead of what I've done, like I've changed the entire bar, but what you can do is just keep the bar in, take the top off, and then there's interchangeable tops, so you can even buy metal balls to stick in the top. I have a jewel here, like the crystal, really pretty, and I put that in my Tragus. I'm wearing one of my Tragus now. I don't know if you can see it, but it's clear. And a lot of the time I'll switch that out for this jewel. I have two, one for my lip and one for my Tragus. And yeah, I think that's really pretty, but you can buy standard, just like a regular metal ball, or you can buy spikes. I even have, I've got a spike here. I'm wearing a clear bar here. I've got a spike here, and I have a heart shape on the other side. So you can buy so many different things from this website. You can get it from other websites too, but this is the one that I personally go to, and I'm not affiliated with them at all. I'm just giving you guys tips because I know this is a problem, and I get a lot of people just come up to me and ask me straight, like, what are you wearing, because I need some of that. When they ask me where my piercings have gone, and I say, well, you know, I'm wearing clear jewellery. So yeah, as you can see, it's barely noticeable. I do that with my ear piercings as well. I can't see why you'd need to conceal a belly button piercing, or maybe if you're hiding it from your parents and you're on holiday or something like that, same rules apply. You just get a curved barbell instead, and you'd put the, actually I've got one to show you for my Rook. You get these like clear balls to put on top. So you'd get a curved barbell and then put these clear balls on the top and the bottom, and it would be barely noticeable. If not, you wouldn't be able to see it at all. But honestly, if your parents don't want you to get piercings, you probably shouldn't get them, or be smart enough to get a one piece instead of a bikini. Also, if you're wondering about the tunnels I'm wearing, I just bought clear silicone. Usually I have a black pair of tunnels in, but I've got clear silicone here. And a way to hide your septum piercing, there's no point buying any clear jewellery, and anyone with a septum piercing should probably know how to do this, just in case you don't, or if you've never even thought about getting one, but, well, you've thought about getting one but you aren't really sure how to hide it. Simple. You just pop it up your nose and it's gone. Just make sure that you have a bar like this, a curved barbell, because otherwise you're not going to be able to do it. And also make sure the gap in here is big enough for you to be able to put it in your nose. It's going to hurt if you just try and shove it up there, like, it's really difficult. I can't do it straight away. You have to sort of make this face. Sounds really stupid, but do that and then it will go up. Look, I can't do it, but it's up there. So yeah, those are just my tips on how to hide your body piercings. If you have any questions like aftercare or how much it hurts, like with my piercings and stuff, just let me know in the comment section below, and I'm happy to film a video on my piercings because I personally really enjoy getting them. I love piercings, I love body piercings. So yeah, if you had any questions about any of the piercings I have, I'll put all of the piercings I have in the description box actually, so if you have any questions about any specific ones that I have, you can just ask me, and I will, if you would like, I'll film a follow-up video for that reason. So yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to say. I hope you found this informative. It's really inexpensive and honestly it does work. I love this stuff as well, and also it has been rumoured that it aids healing, so if you're worried that you've just got it pierced and you know, you don't want to be fiddling around with it, I really don't think you should be fiddling around with it. What I would do is, say it was for work reasons, I would book a couple of weeks off work or do it at a time where you're not working, get it pierced straight away, wait for it to heal up for a couple of weeks, and then change the jewellery. And if you're not comfortable with changing the jewellery, go back to your body piercer and ask for their advice. You know, I'm not a piercer, I can't tell you what to do, but I would say that works, especially because it's called Bioflex because it is flexible, so if you're going to sleep on it or something, it's got a little bit of give to it. So yeah, that's just my advice. You know, don't take it if you don't want to, but it's worked for me, it's worked for people I know, like my friends and stuff. So yeah, like I said, any questions, just ask, I don't bite, and yeah, hopefully this was helpful. I'll see you next time. Bye!